Hi, welcome. My name is Sarah and this is my planner. One of them. Anywho, this is my budget planner. So today I'm going to do my 2023 budget system setup. A little bit late, very late, I know. January has been hectic, so true story, I haven't even checked in with my budget. I'm barely setting it up close to the end of January, which very bad on me, because if you are someone who budgets and keeps track of your expenses, you'll know that not checking in with your expenses actually makes you spend more because you're not seeing where your money is going. So I really need to get on that. For my budget planner, I use the Erin Condren A5 budget book along with its stickers and other elements. But for me, this is not extremely practical. I use this more as a journaling tool and a reminder system. For example, I track birthdays here and travel, things that I know are going to happen in a month. That's what I use this for. And then maybe to tally up my totals, like just the whole process of writing it down helps me stay on track. But my budget system consists of other things. First of all, I'm a spreadsheets girl. There are a lot of apps out there that are great. Like I have actually used Mint. Mint is actually a pretty great app to use, but I'm still very old-fashioned in the sense that I really want to see each of my transactions. I know that it can take up a little bit of time, but money I feel is very important, like just knowing where it's going. So I try to keep track of everything. My spreadsheet is not like a regular Google Sheets or an Excel. I actually use Airtable, and I created a template that categorizes different aspects of my life, where my money goes. So I will share that below. It's a free template for you to use if you are an Airtable user, and if you're not, it's actually very simple, and I'm going to go through the steps on how I log each and every one of my transactions. So I like using this as my journaling system for my budget, my spreadsheet to keep track, and there are other tools that I use. I love using cashback apps. So when I go grocery shopping, I will try to snap a picture of my receipt, or sometimes I have like Drop, an app that I use, have it linked to my credit cards. So whenever I make a purchase, like on Amazon, sometimes Uber Eats, which I know it's really expensive, I try not to use it, but when I do order food from Uber Eats, I get cashback. So try using those cashback apps as much as you can, because you get money for things that you were already gonna spend money on. So I have a link to that below, so definitely check out those cashback apps that I use. And with my referral codes, you can get money as you start. Like with Rakuten, I think you get $30 for making your first purchase. That's awesome. So I'm gonna set up my budget planner, set up my Airtable step by step so you know how to use it. Check it out. Let's get started. Okay, I have my Erin Condren A5 budget planner here, and as I mentioned, this functions as a journal. Of course, I will use it to kind of tally up my totals in the month from what I get on Airtable. Like I won't be writing down every single transaction, but I really love these journaling pages. The journaling aspect of this directed to my finances is really cool, because they have questions that you don't normally ask yourself, like how do I currently feel about my finances? How do I want to feel about my finances? My budget goals. Then it goes through your big picture finance goals. So I feel like this is a really important step before you're actually budgeting for the year, to kind of answer these questions. And I am using this Pentel pen. I didn't show the actual name of it. I thought I did, but I'll have it linked down below. And these colorful pens I'm using are the Erin Condren pens. They come in this budget bundle. So I'll have everything linked down below for you. Now we are going to the setup of this budget planner. I like to make it cute, so I use my monthly sticker book to add a decorative element, and I like to set this up at the beginning of the year so I'm not going in every month and just adding the months. I could just do it every month because I go back in and add other stickers anyway, but it's nice to have it set up from the beginning. Now that I set up all the monthly stickers, what I do is I go in and I fill out birthdays, travel, anything I know that is going to happen in the month and is significant, as just so I know I'm going to be spending on gifts and or spending money on travel. So it's a great exercise for me. It's really fun to do because, of course, like, I'll have birthdays in my perpetual calendar, but just writing them down here is really important because then I can flip back and know that I need to purchase a gift. It's kind of like a reminder system as well. Of course, you gotta make it cute. I use Erin Condren stickers from past stickers, like on the back of the planner. You always get like a set of stickers, so I have plenty of those accumulated. I'm using those birthday stickers here, and my Kuretake Sig color dot to make the little checklist. I have the travel planner from Erin Condren, and it has these beautiful travel stickers, so I'm going to use one of these to indicate that I will be traveling in July. We don't know where we're traveling yet. We kind of have an idea, but I'm just setting it down here so I know, like, this will be a very, a little bit of an expensive month, but it's, I know that we'll be buying our tickets earlier or whatever, but this is just kind of like the month when we will be traveling. Then December is another travel month, so I'm definitely going to mark that. Now, when I set up the month, I like to use these decorative stickers as well and give myself 3 financial goals for the month. So I will add those in this section. Now this is pretty much set up. I'm going to go through and show you Airtable, where I actually do my budgeting, and then once I have my totals for the month, I'll write them down in this budget planner. As I mentioned, writing down every transaction is too much for me, so I'll just log it in my Airtable base.
Okay, so I'm in my blog post where I have the template linked. So you scroll all the way to the bottom and you can download your template here. So now all you want to do is copy base, and if you don't have Airtable already, you may just have to sign up. Now I'm here in the base and I deleted everything just to start fresh. So what you want to do is start setting up your accounts, like for example your checking account. Here you say checking. I'm going to be using this for the first quarter of the year. What you want to do is you want to write down your starting balance. So started with this amount as of January 1st. Now you have it here, and you can set up your other credit cards. So credit card number 1, or you can really name it whatever is easiest and choose the type, the credit card. This will help you filter the information easily, and you don't have to do this, you don't have to select the months, but I like to keep it, know what's going on. And then you put a minus with the credit cards, of course, when you have a balance. And this also started on January 1st. So now this budget overview, if you go here, it's by month. So what you can do, I'm going to group it by category. What this will do, grouping it by category, is that it'll just show you each category. Like you can write your paychecks. Now here's the thing. The only issue I'm experiencing with the formula is negatives and positives. So for income, I actually write down negatives. I know it's a little confusing, but it works, trust me. This will help you add everything up, make sure that everything makes sense in your accounts overview page. The category is really important. Even if you don't fill anything else out, the category will group everything. So these are your paychecks, and then you can enter something else, like maybe you got a side income, and that side income is $1,000. Then under here you can click add to create a new record. You expand it, and maybe your rent, right? 1,200. And in category, I would do bills. You have your bills there. And see, it shows up on a different category. And maybe you want to budget groceries for the month. Your category is groceries. So this side is how much you're budgeting over here, and this side is how much you actually spent. So over here in the transactions page, let's say you paid rent and you paid 1,200 on January 3rd. This is where you link it to the checking account. So as you can see here, the formula is automatic. And then this is where you link it to your actual budget overview. So now let's take a look. You go back to your accounts. You can see that your checking account is at 300 now because you spent that on your rent. And then you can see here that your rent, you actually have a transaction here. That's kind of an overview of how this works. Now let's see, you made a Target run and you spent $90. Did that on the 5th, and dates are important just to match them up with your bank. Like I really like to make sure I have the right amounts. And then here you can see that the formula I have will automatically add up your credit card, like the balance goes up. There is no record here, so you add a new record and you say, I don't know, Target purchases, and you don't need an amount there. And adding the month is really important because it's what'll link it to your overview. Maybe this is just your household, I don't know. So you add it to your own categories. So I preloaded some popular categories, some of the ones that I use, but you can always definitely add a new category. You just go here in edit fields, and then you can just add a new one. So you could see this, you hadn't budgeted for this, but it came up. So this field, this actuals, is very important. Now, one more transaction. Let's say you got paid. Yay. And then paid on this day. Then you go to your checking account. You go to your paychecks. Here you go. There's your paycheck. Oh, see? Oh, I gotta remember. So now your checking account went up, your credit card went up a little bit too, but this system has worked for me. I used it all year. I love it. I love how it just shows me everything, and you can definitely use a spreadsheet, but this for me is just so much more fun. And now you can also write down subscriptions. Like, you know, when you sign up for a subscription, you want to cancel it, you can write here when you paid it, like which card you paid it from, how often, like is it monthly, bi-monthly, the website, if it's active, or if you finally canceled it. So this I use when I'm trying out a subscription and I really don't want to forget about it. I have it here. Card benefits too. Like if you want to track your card benefits, like there are cards that give you cash back on different categories, like 1, 2, 3, and then like it gives you an intro offer promotion. You can track it here. I love using that to track it here. This is an overview of my Airtable budget. Let me know what you think. Remember, you can download this completely free on my blog post, so check it out.
So that was my budget system. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you use already to do your budget planning? Or are you going to give any of my systems a try? I'm excited to know. Subscribe for more planning inspiration. I'm going to start doing a lot more budget content on my channel. I'm a bookkeeper, finance nerd, love it. So hopefully what I share with you can help you. Hit the bell for notifications and give a like. If you like this content, it would help me a lot. Thank you so much for sticking this far in the video. I know it's a lot to take in, but thank you, and I hope to see you around. Bye!